Hello everybody, it's Zack Rhodes for another weekly update. A few things. First of all, videos. Now, the videos over the past week or two probably, if you're paying attention anyway, sounded a little echoey. The stuff on Much Games, the stuff on with Mother 3. Uh, that's my fault. When I did the Kirby's Epic Yarn stream with my brother in the middle of January, I turned my microphone to like all range mode or whatever it is. I'm just gonna call it all range mode, like in Star Fox. But it's instead of being just like the front picking all up all sounds, it's both sides. So when it does that, like he and I can both use the microphone, and it doesn't just drown out one person. But I forgot to turn it back because I'm not used to having that on, so it kept on having the everything mode, so it was just picking up the echoes of the sound, and it was less soft. So I apologize for that. If you didn't notice, awesome. If you did notice, I apologize. But I changed it. So videos from this point forward will sound a bit more normal and less echoey. So, Mother 3, we're in the middle of Chapter 7 now, or we're in the beginning of Chapter 7 anyway, which is, the main part of the game. So I don't know how much longer the game is going to be, but it's going to still be at least till the end of February, I would think, even with 4 episodes a week. And Tales of Vesperia is wrapping up. I think that should finish before the end of February also, because it's 4 episodes a week. Trails in the Sky on Much Games is going strong. I'm at the end of my pre-recorded videos, so the advice that you guys gave me, I'll be able to implement now. Let's see what else. Streams this week should be normal. I'm trying to think if there's anything that's going on. I don't think there's anything going on this week. Last week was kind of iffy, because a bunch of stuff was going on. We'll talk about that. But yeah, streams should be available this week. If I don't do an art stream on Tuesday, then both of the streams are probably going to be near Automata, because we started that last week, and I just like the game a lot. I know that's not like everybody's favorite choice of a game, but I feel like it's more or less different from what I usually do. It's active on my end, and I don't know. I like it. Again, no one gave me other suggestions really, so I get to choose something that I want to play. Woo! But yeah, so I might do a drawing stream on Tuesday, but we're gonna have to see. I'm getting back to last week was kind of just a break from art projects in general. I needed to rest my hands. I needed to rest my back. I really screwed up my back, and it was nice. I only drew like a couple of things, but those were just low stress stuff. So. That was good, but we'll show that off. In addition, so last week, we'll talk. I guess they're just not. This week is streams at the regular time. Should be Mother 3, Trails in the Sky, Vesperia VODs in terms of videos. Let's see, last week the Super Bowl was really fun to watch. That was pretty much like a good chunk of my tweets from Sunday. Let's see. There's a lot of fun memes going around. I got prints of the stuff that I did in January. I decided to go get them picked up as opposed to having them shipped in, because I don't really trust the printing that Snapfish is doing with shipping stuff. I prefer the store thing by a CVS near me. So I got big pictures. just the stuff that I did for Patreon, and so I got all the good stuff there. All right, this isn't. It is on auto. 1 second. There we go. So let's try that again, without making it. Okay. That also, gasp. It's that picture that was too risque for me to show off without a warning. And I got large prints of the Persona stuff. I also got small versions just for putting away, but I might want to hang these up. But yeah, there's the Ryuji picture. The problem with it being glossy is that means that it's reflecting my computer screen back at me, but oh well. The Yusuke picture, the Morgana picture, and the Haru picture. And I still can't believe I did all 4 of those in January, along with the Patreon stuff. So I have, this week, I'm hopefully going to be working on the sketches and the line work for the other 5 that I need to do. I also need to start on the February Patreon stuff and another commission. So I'm probably just going to set the groundwork for all that this week instead of like doing like the active finishing up the pictures work, which is coloring, which just takes, I don't know, the sketching is more, I've talked about this before, just for me in general, the sketching is a lot, the line work I should say is a lot more difficult mentally, just because even though it takes less time than the coloring usually does, it needs to be more exact, because without that line work I'm not going to get the color done. So it usually is like 3 or 4 or 5 layers of just drawing over itself and over itself and over itself until it slowly coalesces in a good thing, and then doing the line work. So it's always fun. But yeah, so I got those printed out. I'm very happy with how that all came out. And yeah, big news from last week. Wonderful 101 Remastered started a Kickstarter. So Platinum Games is bringing the Wonderful 101 to PC and Steam and Switch, and they started a Kickstarter with a goal of $50,000, and right now they're at $1,510,448. I just updated. $1,511,524. So just a little bit over. And they've like unlocked a whole bunch of stretch goals and things, and it's very good. I'm very excited. I loved Wonderful 101. I did a Let's Play of it where I had to actually use a webcam for the stupid gamepad sections, but since it's going to be on consoles without a secondary screen, they are going to be adapting it to not need that, which is going to be amazing. I don't know how they're going to do it, because those sections required you to like have the gamepad affecting the main screen, like they had things going on at the same time. So I don't know how they're adapting it, but I think that they already worked it out and they just needed funding to actually put the game out. So I'm really excited. And yeah, I might do like either a stream series or a new Let's Play of it in the future, but we'll have to see. So let's see. They also said that they have 3 other projects coming up as part of this like Platinum 4. So the first one was the Kickstarter for Wonderful 101. So I'm very excited. Let's see. Anything else cool? This past week was Rosa John's birthday. It's the Rosalina Proton John hybrid thing. So I drew a picture for that. 1 second. because that's how things go in Proton John streams. I like how this picture came out. I know it's slightly risque, but yeah, I enjoy the pose and the arm, the hands, and the face and everything, and the coloring, shading. I think it came out well. So yeah, happy birthday, Rosa John. Let's see. So this past week, we the main thing, one of the reasons why I didn't do art was because we were showing the house to somebody. We were putting it back up on the market because we're masochists, I guess. It was a whole roller coaster involved there, but the point being, we eventually showed the house to somebody, and they seemed to like it, and now we're just waiting to see if they actually like it, if their wife likes it, like if he actually returns our calls. So it's always a whole process with people, but we're hoping that maybe this is the one that we can actually move, because we found a really nice house we'd like to go to. But so if you could just like good vibe your way into his heart that he wants to buy our house, that would be awesome. We'd really like to move. So yeah, that was the fun time there. That was on Wednesday. So like Tuesday and Monday we were cleaning the house, and I cleaned down the I polished all of the kitchen cabinets and everything, and it destroyed my hands and my arms. I could still feel the muscles are sore just from scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. But so I couldn't draw. I shouldn't have done the Rosa John thing, honestly. I was like, this hurts a lot, but it's Rosa John's birthday. But yeah, so that was interesting, and my back was just so much pain. I couldn't move. Thursday was another PET scan at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, just as a continuing look at to make sure that the cancer is gone. This is the first scan after the 1 year point from my last set of treatments last January in 2019. December 2018 to January 2019, I was getting external radiation that like was centered around MagFest. It was very interesting. But so this year was the 1 year point from me not getting any more treatment at all. Like that was my last treatment. So I've been clean this past year of like any chemo or any related therapies. So this is the first scan after a year of seeing how things are with not getting any treatment anymore, and everything is less. Like the scans, like all the areas that still lit up just because they're just residual scar tissue, whatever, but nothing that we've seen is alive with biopsies. It's just stuff that's just not going, it's just sitting there at this point. So like that's all less like bright on the scan, which means that maybe the body's clearing it away, or the cells are just dying, or I guess the body's clearing it away. That's what the body does. Things don't disintegrate in the body clears it away. So yeah, so everything's less bright. And at this point he said, okay, you know what, we've been getting PET scans every 3 months, so this year we're going to move it to every 4 months, because we're confident that we don't need to do it every 3 months. If nothing shows up over the course of this year, then next year we'll do it every 6 months, and then the following year, 2022, we're just going to stop scanning altogether, because at that point, that's it. So, he said, before this we were saying, okay, it's like I was in remission, or technically, I was first technically in remission, and then I was in remission, and then I stopped the treatment. So now he said, okay, so like at this point we're going to talk about calling it cured. In remission just means like you stop the cancer, but cured means it's gone. So, we're talking in terms of when we stop the scans in 2022, that is when we will officially say that it is cured from me. Right now, I'm in like a transitionary state of between remission and cured, that it's not coming back. The areas that still show up are just disappearing, every single time. It's harder and harder to even find them on the scans at this point, unless you like really try hard to look. So, yeah. So it's kind of cool. After 6 years, this will be 7 years, almost 7 years, of calling it cured. Because that's not something I thought I was going to hear, honestly. Like, at first, the treatment, like, in the medical research for neuroblastoma has been, like, amazing the past bunch of years. Like, I've been on the cutting edge of all the treatment options and everything. And, originally, they were saying, like, this is something that just, you can kill it, but it doesn't necessarily go away. So we don't like with neuroblastoma, we really don't, the best we're really hoping for is remission, where, it's stable and dormant, and we just have to check every so often. But like now they're like, yeah, I think we got it. So that's very cool. I'm very grateful for just, first of all, for God's help, but everyone's prayers, everyone's support, the doctor's work, the whole hospital is just amazing. I love the people there. Like, I just have, like, at this point, since I've been there for so long, like, the radiology technicians and stuff, they all, like, know me by name and just like, hey, Dove, yeah, how you doing? Like, we just have conversations now. It's very fun. But yeah, so what else? So that was Thursday. And anything else fun happened? It was Mewtwo's birthday last week. I beat Fire Emblem Three Houses. I was on the secret route, and man, what a ride that was. I finished that up, and it was crazy. I'm so glad I finally beat it and I wasn't spoiled on it or anything. And I started up a Golden Deer run, so I did that, and I started doing like the New Game Plus stuff. So I'm gonna play through Golden Deer, and it seems like the story's like, I thought that maybe it would be like the same story, just with different characters and different point of views, but it looks like there are actual different stories depending on who you support. So like, that's cool. There's like a general plot line, but it seems like they don't all converge on the same spot in the end. They all just kind of go that way with a general central theme. I might be wrong, I don't know, but don't correct me if I'm wrong. I want to find that out. The other thing I did last week, the other thing I drew, was for bonus Patreon piece of thing of Yukiko Amagi from Persona 4. So in kimono. Let's see if I can get there we go. So it's kind of hard to see the detail here, but her hair does have detail. I tried to do this like I did with the Chie picture that I did a few months ago, where it's mostly minimalistic detail. Like a little, obviously the kimono has a bit more detail, but like minimalistic colors, just to accentuate the character. Also, I just got I like the flat colors version that doesn't have line work on it. I think it came out really well too. So, yeah, that's on Twitter if you want to take a better look. But, thank you for your patronage. But yeah, so I wanted to do like more of like a simple thing there, less shading, less cell stuff, and make it more stylistic coloring. And I think it worked out really nicely. I like how it looks anyway. Let's see. Good Smile announced a ton of new like Figmas and Nendoroids and things coming out. There's a Blade Liger from Zoids that looks really cool. Pearl and Marina from Splatoon. Chibi Tarasu or no, I think it was Amaterasu. It wasn't Chibi. Bunch of really cool stuff. So I'm excited for trying to figure out where to put them. And yeah, that's about it for that. Is there anything else to talk about? Not really. So yeah, the videos this week will be good. Trails in the Sky takes up a lot of recording space. I recorded 4 episodes in advance. I use Fraps because I really enjoy the quality that it has. Also because I bought it. I didn't steal it. But it's a good recording program, and it doesn't because it's large file sizes, it keeps a lot of the data so the pictures don't get grainy. But usually that means, like, let's say I'm recording, I use it to record Mother 3, so the files are usually like a few gigabytes each. But with Trails in the Sky, each file was like 80 gigabytes. Luckily, I have a 2 terabyte hard drive, but like I can't record in advance with that. I can record maybe 2 weeks, one or 2 weeks worth of videos with that, and that's it. Because otherwise, that's just way too much. I don't like deleting the video files until the video actually goes live, even if I've already uploaded and edited it. Excuse me. Because just in case there's something I need to fix. But yeah, so I need to take this project slower, I guess. But yeah, that's a me problem. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around, for being you, for respecting each other. That's a really cool thing. I just want to put that out there. And yeah, here's to February. Here's to February. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.